stuff.
Oh.
Thanks.
We had a little on Facebook, a little audio problem I resolved, but yeah, we were good on the air and everything. That sounded great. And what a way to start it too. I mean, on the radio, and it's kind of cool to do these studio sessions. I mean, I know you guys said that you've done maybe a couple in Ithaca too, but it's kind of a cool thing to be able to do and sit in a radio studio and play live music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. It's different for sure. Like I somehow feel
Than you
a
imagine.
little nervous, even though there's nobody here.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I feel every morning.
I mean, were you guys doing, similar stuff? Because, we've been talking to the artists throughout both of these series, One of the ways that artists have been able to get around the live gigging aspect in terms of in front of the crowd is by streaming online. Have you guys been doing that kind of work, and how's that been going for you? And if you have, what nuances and new skills did you pick up while you were doing this?
I'll answer this one.
You go ahead.
Okay. We did one last year, just one. The nuances I picked up on is people spend a lot more time on devices than I thought. Because I'm like, why would I don't know if I feel like this is something, I don't know. It felt really foreign to do it, and then it was so well received when we did it that I was just surprised that.
That's the weird thing. I think that's one of the things that we noticed with the first series that we did.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this, a while back. Was that it was well received, and thank you all for being and supporting. Keep doing this kind of thing because we all need this kind of support. But it seems to be one of those things that is evolving. That artists are needing to do this now just to keep that momentum going and everything. But the reality is, I'm sorry guys, thanks for being here because Vinny and we talk about it every week. The live aspect of it is just that energy. And you guys being able to feed off the crowd. I got to guess, that's an important fact.
Yeah, for sure.
And
it felt funny to play to a laptop, but people like it.
Yeah,
it was polite.
Yeah.
It didn't throw anything at us.
You don't need like the Blues Brothers. You don't need the chicken fencing in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, but it is tough though when you don't have somebody's reaction. Like you don't know, I remember Rachel was telling us like some crowds don't really react much, so you're not sure what to think. But then maybe somebody will come up to you after and say, "Hey, you guys were really good," this and that, because you never can tell, from how someone acts. But
that's right.
So, but you guys just came right in and sounded good. I mean, it didn't really have to tune up much.
Thanks.
Or anything,
Well, we definitely practiced all of last year quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to help, right? That's almost a must because it's. I mean, we were talking. It's easy to not play. It's easy to kind of to look at it and be like, can I really waste 2 hours right now? Do I really have the time to pick up the because that's what'll happen to me if I try to start playing it. Obviously you guys try the same thing.
Yeah,
I just lose track of time.
It's not a waste of time.
It's not a waste
of time.
It's art.
Exactly.
It's what we do.
Yeah, that's right.
I know some ratcheted back and some amped it up in certain ways, and so I mean, did you guys pick up new instruments while we had this downtime, unfortunately for all of us?
No.
Or just start working and perfecting the craft that you do, which you do so well.
I think
a little bit more.
We had just acquired a new drummer, so we practiced and really honed some songs with the new lineup.
Yeah, that was
but I didn't play much last year, really.
So much other things going on too. It's tough to probably even focus on sitting down and because it can be frustrating. I mean, especially when you're not good like me. It takes like a lot.
It felt like I just wanted to take I think I took a break.
Take a little break.
Yeah.
Little, we'll call it sabbatical.
Yeah.
A musical sabbatical.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys feel like playing now? I mean, so maybe we'll play one of those. Play that upbeat tune that you were playing when you were tuning up. Yeah, I really liked that one.
Waiting on Horses.
Okay. Oh.
These two are songs that are going to be on the album coming out in October.
That's what we're going to ask, and we'll definitely we'll get to that more for sure in a few minutes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great relief.
Ooh.
I can hear the drummer shuffling on that already.
That's right.
Oh, that's a great tune.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from? How'd you come up with that one?
Oh, that was just me thinking about how even as a grown-up, I don't have horses, even though I wanted them so badly as a kid.
See, I hear that song and I'm thinking you got horses. I was going to ask. Vinny, I was going to
thought it was
ask
at
if
the
I could go
racetrack.
ride sometime already.
Yeah. I felt like it was at the. It definitely does have that giddy up. to it,
Totally.
you
Oh,
know?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's awesome, but it's got to be so cool to be able to write a song like that. How do you feel the lyrics though? Do you come up with kind of the feel of the song first, and then you kind of lyrics fall into place? Or?
That one I thought of the melody and some of the lyrics instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Sometimes
and
it
then I
happens
just
like
filled
that.
it in around the first thought I had. Yeah. Some songs just like write themselves, and that kind of wrote itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just get into the feel of the song, you could pretty much just, there's probably, the words just melt with it, You could,
Definitely melted.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Well, so we'll talk about this album a little bit more. Is this something that you were working on over the pandemic or before? Or?
We started it just before the pandemic. I guess we finished recording just in February 2020. And then we took a big long break figuring out what was safe to do. And when it was clear to be around each other with masks, we would go in and mix it and listen to it, make notes, and tweak things, and
Send files back and forth, probably.
yeah,
right?
lots of that. And then finally, I think just over this past winter, so in January of 2021, we finally sent it off to get mastered, and
You're nice.
it's definitely taken a ton of time. But we didn't have any kind of time frame after the pandemic happened.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you kind of lost that. I felt the same way. And besides my daily deadlines with the news and stuff like that, kind of a lot of other time frames kind of got
Yeah,
elongated.
you're like, what day is it?
Elongated,
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how can folks get a hold of this album? And, how can they show the love and the support? for it?
Well, I'll be posting a lot about it on Facebook and Instagram. I have a website, janetbatch.com, and you can sign up to receive emails about it. But it'll be coming out the end of October. So I'll definitely be doing a Kickstarter too. So if you want to know more about it, just follow any one of those. And
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, and we'll link. We always have all the essential links for the artist at cnymusicnow.com too. So that's a good congregated place. If somebody forgets, they can go there and always get your Facebook and
Very
all
much
that stuff, just in case. So yeah, to keep track of that and look out for that. I'm assuming the album's probably on all the places you can get it.
it'll be distributed to
Yeah.
all the streaming platforms.
That's the probably people miss the day of going to the record store and stuff though, right?
Well, we're definitely going to have vinyl too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
can
good,
still do
good.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CDs and
yeah.
vinyl.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's making a comeback,
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but my teenage years were spent in the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm glad to see these younger generations,
Yeah.
starting to take over that kind of thing. Which
Yeah,
is
it's
gonna be nice.
cool.
So,
Paying it respect,
there
There's
you
kind
go.
of a timeline. I mean, vinyl got overtaken by CDs, and then maybe one day, CDs have gone on, obviously, but then maybe vinyl will make a comeback and start to cycle over again. We'll get back into CDs after vinyl. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're going post-apocalypse.
Well, we've been our drummer is also a recording engineer, and he got a tape machine,
Yeah.
No
so
way.
he can record to tape.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
People,
it's
I've seen
crazy.
people do some cool stuff with tape machines too,
Oh, you're
like
kidding.
DJing. But that's I mean, talk about classic though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so you guys, what are you feeling now? I know you said you had a list of songs, and people usually do, but they don't. We always make it a spontaneous thing because you never really know what you want to play.
Go ahead. What's next?
Oh.
It's so easy. He's next on the list. Or Nickel was at the top.
Let's do "Come On Moon."
Okay.
I thought you'd pick that one.
Outvoted again.
I'm
This
sure
one I
we'll
wrote.
we'll love all of them. I'm sure.
This one is not on the record. It's brand new. I wrote it on election night.
Nice. Oh, see, I'm tingly already.
Awesome. Awesome. Apologize to any headaches I'm giving too with the stubborn GoPro over here that I'm going to have a word with later.
Oh.
But I think it's set now. But that was, I mean, you said that was a brand new song too.
Brand new song. So here you go.
I felt it. I felt that the novelty.
Pretty brand new.
Yeah.
Jen, you got this Loretta thing that keeps coming to mind for me. And so I'm dying to know, Sid as well, your influences, because you don't remind me of Loretta. But no, your picking is reminding me of, that old school, because I'm a big old school country kind of guy. And, I'm hearing Loretta in my head here. I'm hearing you're picking. The fun thing is Roy Clark was who I thought of, when you were doing, I think it was radio, all of a sudden it came to me. So I'm dying to know, who are your influences?
All those people, man.
Yeah.
I like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, all those country guys. Roy Clark is a hard guy to be influenced by, but he's definitely someone to aspire to.
Oh, you got that right.
Yeah, just rock and roll and country,
Nice.
Yeah, I grew up listening to whatever was on country radio at the time, and luckily a lot of the stuff from the 70s was still on during the 80s.
Yeah.
And like Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton and
All
like
that stuff.
Willie Nelson, of course. Yeah.
There you go. No.
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
That was nice. Oh, because you were doing that whistling thing earlier with radio.
Yeah.
And, you reminded me of, Clint Eastwood and the spaghetti westerns.
That's
and then with your
that's
picking
exactly
as
the
well.
style.
I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh, this
Wait
is
till you
going to be
hear
a
the
great
record.
night. I'm dying to hear this record.
Put
you on
I know I'm going to buy the
setting,
vinyl.
no?
I'm
There
buying
you
the
go.
vinyl. I know
There you
that
go.
already, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Sid's suggestion that radio took on a spaghetti western vibe, and we have a lot of, like, it opens with like heavy bass and drums, kind of like lead it in, and then the whistle, and then
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice. Oh.
It's like brings you to like a different place,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brings you like one of those old western movies,
Yeah,
like
Sergio Leone.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
Italian guys. Those
Trans-
Italian
yeah,
section guys.
Italians doing westerns that
Yeah.
well. Go figure.
Yeah.
exactly.
multifaceted.
There you go. Man. Oh. That's some of the beauty of, we were talking about social media and all that, and the thing that's, out there nowadays, we get this cross-pollination
Yeah.
of a lot of things. So, we can get these influences from other places. Was there anything that you guys were picking up on while we had this down period? And, unfortunately, I think we all kind of had to get into social media a little bit more, or focus. A lot of us ended up doing that. Or did you guys go the other way and, start reading and be more tactile, getting books and doing that?
Oh, I'm all about books.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm all paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
paper.
got to feel it.
Yeah.
A Kindle, I couldn't do a Kindle.
No.
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 Yeah.
I read the entire Game of Thrones series, like
Wow.
the whole thing.
How long that take
some of
you?
those books are like, what,
They're over
600
1,000 pages.
Jeez.
That's stuff you want to have on a Kindle because the book weighs
The books
40
are
pounds.
Well,
Yeah.
good thing you didn't have to take it onto a plane.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I remember reading the first Harry Potter book, and I had to stop at that one. I was like, I'll watch the movies for the rest of them,
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
it was fun. It's good once you do it. But it's reading for me. It's like seems like so much more time than it is.
It totally is a lot of
Yeah.
time.
It is, but again, not wasted.
No,
Yeah.
I got to have a book going all the time.
Yeah.
What do you read now?
It's a book by John Steinbeck called The Sea of Cortez.
That's a great one.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes back to, high school and,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool
well,
stuff.
and
What was
again
that?
in college. But
What
was that one,
Steinbeck, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Pearl, right? Didn't he have? He had a book about the Pearl.
The Pearl?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
called the
It's
Pearl.
called the
It's
Pearl,
called The
right?
Pearl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't,
That must have
I
been the
haven't
one.
read that since high school.
That's when it was. Yeah. That's when he had to do like a literary analysis
Yeah,
of it.
see,
and
that's
it made
stuff-
you not like it.
no, read it
Yeah.
now. Read it,
I should
read
read
it
that now.
recreationally.
Yeah. Changes the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually good.
Well, Moby Dick was so much better when I didn't
Yeah.
have to read
Oh my
it,
God.
Yeah, or some of these epics, like some of the Homer epics, like the Odyssey. Some of that's. I mean, they have some cool movies
Yeah, they're good
based on
stories,
the
yeah.
Odyssey. Yeah, really good stories. Makes you think, or I guess realize why they hold up
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life
Yeah.
lessons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Homer, thank you for naming yourself after our lovely village here too.
Yeah.
I'm
There
just
you go.
kidding. Yeah, I don't know what came first, honestly. I'm sure I could look it up by date.
Pretty
but
sure this didn't come from
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
No,
okay,
I'm sure they weren't related either way, but
Past the Cyclops.
You'd be
and all that.
maybe
surprised.
they were
Yeah,
actually.
that's
Maybe,
not- yeah.
maybe the town did name itself after Homer. I should probably know that.
There you
Yeah.
go. Some homework.
Yeah,
There
there's
you
some
go.
homework for me.
You got some reading to do.
I thought I was done with homework. I do. Yeah, I'll give you back reading though. At least I do have to get back into reading because it's like a different way to exercise your brain. There's a bunch of different ones. Playing music,
Yep.
singing, dancing, whatever you do that's not for the sake of doing anything else, of just doing it. Brain exercise.
Yeah.
That's why when you're reading, when you get lost in a good book, you probably don't realize even how much time you're
Yeah.
spending. You
Yeah.
know,
That's totally true.
good stuff. What do you guys got next? Something else off the new album, or you don't probably maybe don't want to tease that too? Well, maybe you do want to tease it. You don't want to give anything
I don't mind.
away on it.
What do you think?
Hey, pick it.
Let's do It's So Easy.
Pick it, then pick it. Right? With a guitar, pick it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I had the. Oh, maybe I do have the joke drums. I do. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll be here all night.
This one's called It's So Easy. I gotta tell you, since I held you, I never want to see you go. Sit tight, I'm coming by, and you and I can go for a drive and ride round, listen to the radio. Radio, oh, oh, everything's so easy when I'm with you. Make me feel like I'm 100 years old. Make me feel like I'm brand new. Oh, it's so easy. I've got no trouble sleeping through the night. I can see your arms wrapped around me. Oh, you're gonna make sure that I'm alright. I gotta see you 'cause I need to. I got to get you on the road. Yeah, gotta have you all to myself. Gonna have to call you up on telephone. On the all I need is you here by me. Won't you sit down and talk to me for a while? I gotta tell you, since I held you, I wanna see you grow. You sit tight, I'm coming by, and you and I can go for a drive and ride, listen to the radio. Radio, yeah, 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 yeah.
I just get into that strumming.
You
Like,
got that.
You know?
Guys, there's this incredible warmth that is coming through your instruments, your axes.
Cool.
Can you please tell us about them and why you picked them, why you have those particular guitars? Because I mean, guys, I hope it's coming across to
sounds
you
so
all.
good,
But there's a depth to the sound and a warmth, especially the lower end here. You're strumming over there. That I'm going. I got goosebumps at this point after that. And so I got to know. I'm always asking people about about your tools. I mean, that's when you craft.
Sure.
You're a craftsman. Why'd you pick it? What's the story behind it?
Whew.
Go ahead.
Oh, this guitar was at a guitar shop that Sid used to work at, and he knew that I was looking for a guitar and said, "Come on in and look at this." And I was like,
picked it out for her.
"Yeah, I
Wow.
mean,
That's cool.
When it comes to guitars,
He knows.
and shoes,
Yeah.
yeah, I asked.
See? See, you know?
And I went in and played it, and I was like, I don't know about that color. I don't know, but then now I just love it.
Yeah, I love
That's
it. I
beautiful.
love the
Yeah.
color.
Perfect.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the
Nice.
color, yeah. But it's funny how you second guess it at first,
like,
and then you
ugh,
end up falling in love with it.
know.
See?
Yeah.
But it's really one of a kind
do?
Yeah,
almost.
Gibson Dreadnought. It's classic. That's what everybody.
Yeah.
It's classic sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tone that,
Yeah.
boom, you know,
Yeah,
you
'cause
recognize.
I got
Yeah,
I got like a, I wouldn't want to call it cheap because I wouldn't call any guitar cheap. I'm sure you got, people who know guitars would, but I got like a starter guitar, and you can tell the difference when, when I was playing with my uncle one time and I picked up his real nice
Sure.
one. I'm like, damn, imagine playing with that,
Yeah.
And so you guys probably have that feeling. You probably had a bunch of instruments over the
Oh
years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But that one in particular, how'd you choose that one, Sid?
I picked this one because it sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like
there's-
the
there's no-
the shading of the
Yeah,
wood on
yeah,
the
it's
front.
just
Yeah, the
old.
stain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
1926.
really.
Yeah.
No, and it's got a low end that's blowing
Yeah.
me away. I mean, for a guitar that size,
It's
that
crazy.
low end is coming through
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
those
That's a
were-
warmth to that tone that is
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah, that's what happened. Wow.
Do you experiment with different sizes of guitars and find the one that's comfortable for you? Because I know they come different. Don't they come in different?
Yeah, it's
like,
funny. We were playing yesterday, and I have a giant guitar, and it hurts my shoulder.
yeah.
I was
Sounds great.
I was like, I can't play this. I gotta bring
I know
the
sometimes they
wood
dig into your chest too,
on.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that like if you like the sound, that's what you go with.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
opposed to the size.
Yeah.
I mean, even though a nice little guitar is really handy.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
definitely the sound, but
Do most places let you go in and play a couple guitars before
Yeah,
you buy
yeah,
one?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah,
That
that's
you
the
have
only way
to.
you can
I
do
clearly
it.
have to go to a
You gotta know. Just
guitar store.
no stairway to heaven, though.
No, yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't do stairway to heaven.
Yeah,
okay,
this
that's
kid's been
all
over
they
here for
ask.
25 minutes,
Right.
playing the same
Oh,
song.
that was gonna be our next song.
Yeah.
Come on, Charles. You always do that. Oh, so one kind of thematic type thing that we've done is do you guys have any interesting covers? Or like popular covers that you do?
We haven't played a cover
We-
in a long time.
No.
We
I
have-
wouldn't
no.
make you
Nothing that
play a
we
cover,
practice,
but
that's for
No.
sure. We don't
no.
typically play
That's
covers.
good actually then. Yeah, it's probably good that you were playing all your own original music,
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess a couple of people anyways, they were in the middle of like a story saying, "Oh, I played this one time or that one time." And I was like, "Why don't you play it right now?"
Yeah, I
So-
saw that because
Yeah,
they did that
yeah.
Blink 182 song, didn't
It-
they?
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, oh,
Yep. It was Third Eye Blind. Yeah.
we have not practiced it, and we are not.
Oh, Waylon Jennings, come on, man.
We got to think of another way to surprise him, Charles.
Exactly.
But we have
Yeah.
covered Waylon, and we've covered that Angel Flying Too Close
Oh,
to the
that was
Ground,
hard.
Willie Nelson song.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but it's got some funny chords in it,
That's
and
hard.
I can't remember them.
I'm feeling funny. I don't know about you. What about any other? Do you Willie Nelson-esque songs on the album?
Yeah, well, actually, the next song we're gonna. It's not Willie Nelson-esque, really. I was thinking about doing Cruisin', which is like a Hank Williams sounding
Ooh,
song.
I'm good with that.
Want to do that?
Hanky.
It's kind of hanky.
Yeah,
Yeah, give it a ride.
Okay.
never go wrong with Hank.
No.
You know?
This I wrote right before the pandemic. It's kind of got some foreshadowing in it, which I had no intention of.
That's the best when that happens, unintentional foreshadowing.
It's called Cruisin'. I've been cruising for a bruising. I've been running with my heart outside my shirt. I've been living like I ain't losing, like the medicine's gonna work. I've been cruising.
sounded awesome.
That's great. I love that line. You know, yeah. What was it? What kind of fool I've been, loving you. You know, like I've never been left behind. You know, you know, very prophetic in a lot of ways. I'm sitting there, all of a sudden, the tingle down the back of the neck, and I'm going, oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Thanks.
That's a great turn there. I love that phrase.
you.
Oh. I
I'm
may have
glad
to
you
borrow
noticed
that
it.
later, man. I'll borrow that later. I got somebody I need to talk to.
Exactly.
Music does that best, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's like if like conversations that you could have with so many different, like your family, like if you could just play them a song and say, here, listen to this. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, because it's if you try to have a conversation, somebody's gonna mess up. Like we have trouble, like, you know, communicating, especially hard things, you know. But music, I guess, maybe, I don't know, translates the message a little bit easier, opens you up before it sends the information through, you know.
Yeah.
And I get lost, like the guitar, that, you know, like underlying guitar and that, like it just puts me in my own mental space, you know, as I'm over here, like, you know, doing all my dumb technology stuff. But it's sort of like, I love those types of tunes where, you know, you can kind of like tune in and out of what you're doing, and it's like the music's making continuous, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
It helps you function better, you know, in a lot of ways, you know. Sometimes that going on, you're going, okay, all right,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Sometimes I have the opposite, like, feeling with some music that just like kind of slows you down, like, next song, this and that, like that type of music is like something I could just put on and not change it, you know.
Nice.
That's what I love. Yeah.
No, I'm sitting there. I can picture sitting there in the Grand Ole Opry right now,
Yeah.
sitting back, just going, yeah, all right, life is good. You know?
Yeah. Well, you're getting free lines too, free, you know, advice and.
Free breakup.
You know,
That's
free break-
right,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know, there you
Yeah.
go, right there.
Hopefully that's not what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, you know, depending on the song. So, well, we got about 15 minutes left. I mean, again, this is CNY Music Now. We're in studio with Janet Batch and Sid Green. It's been another awesome episode. We still got, you know, 15 minutes left, but you know, studio sessions too. What do you guys think so far? You know, I know you're a little. It's
fun.
it's tough to
Sounds
like.
pretty good in here too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, especially because I can tell you too through the headphones, and yeah, and this is all again for anybody who might be tuning in late, being recorded, and so we'll have it up on Facebook and also cnymusicnow.com. Even the first couple minute Facebook sound issue, that we have a different recording copy, so the full thing will be up afterwards. People can
great.
replay and that stuff. So yeah, and we'll definitely get them over to your album too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you feeling now on your golden notebook?
My golden notebook.
Yeah.
Call it.
Oh, jeez.
Charles needs some more advice if that means anything.
All right.
I
we should
always
do
need
next
advice,
one.
you know.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Or maybe find one for me.
Here's some advice for Charles. Don't take that personally.
No,
No.
not at all. Oh.
I need a song.
It's definitely an advice song. It's called "If I Had a Nickel," and this is also from the album. We're being shameless about plugging the record.
That's good, you know.
You know, that's part of what this is.
People are going to want to hear these songs again, you know.
What's a girl like you doing here in this part of town? If you drank half as good as you sing, that you really throw down. You're quite packing, ain't you now? The way you look in them jeans. Boy, too pushing above 20. Tell
Charles, what do you think?
You know, I love that line. You know,
You knew it right away.
yeah. If you could drink as good as you sound, you know,
Yeah.
that's a good one there.
Yeah.
And then I like how you tied the horses back into it.
Yeah,
That was the other thing.
we mentioned radio a
Yeah.
couple times and horses a couple times here.
Well,
Oh,
it's something that hopefully everyone's very familiar with. You know, there's a bunch of horses around here. At least I've actually, you know what? On my road now, where I grew up, where my parents still live, there's like a beautiful stable. I think there's like at least 2 horses, but it's like this old, you know, literally it's an old country road. It's somebody's dream, you know, just this little house, bunch of a couple horses anyway.
Yeah.
What you wanted, it basically. You still could get horses. What do you think?
They're very expensive.
Well, can't you like adopt kind of lease type thing, or it's still probably expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like they like stay somewhere else, but you go see them and ride them. Like
That's weird.
that's that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dumb. Yeah, that's dumb.
well, see, this album's going to do well, and you know, you're going to be able to get that horse.
That's right.
We'll see. We'll
Exactly.
see.
You know,
Yeah.
so you got to send the love out,
Then you
man.
gotta hire
and
someone to
you
take-
to
help
take
you
care of
take
it and
care
all
of
that. You know.
Yeah, that's probably what gets to be the most expensive too over time.
Yeah.
Taking care. I mean, they're such beautiful animals too. You know.
Well, you know, the horse people I know, pretty much, you know, what they do is it's taking care of the other people's horses that pay for their
Yeah.
horses
Yeah.
and all of that
There you
stuff.
go.
So, you know, that's got to become kind of the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get the benefits and have your own horses.
That's what it
So,
is.
That's
You
true.
know, so,
Boarding.
you know,
Yeah.
the boarding.
That's
oh,
a little
man.
bit more than I think I could handle.
Yeah.
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 That's a
Especially
lot more than I
consistently,
That's
maybe.
what, you know, then
Double cold
you'll have to cut into this, and we don't want that to happen. I'm sorry,
No,
I'm being selfish.
one or the
You know,
other.
here, it's one or the other, and I'm on this. So,
Cool.
you know, guys, keep this going. You know,
Yeah.
we'll work on getting you those horses. How's that sound? You know,
Yeah. So what's big for you guys right now besides the album? You're kind of actively touring in the area. You know, you've been doing shows around. I mean, where can people?
Yeah, we're playing on August 11th in the little hamlet of Newfields.
Nice.
They have a Mill Park music series. It's at 6 p.m. Check us out there.
Sweet.
We're going up to Gloversville on Sunday.
Loversville,
New
PA.
York.
Oh, really?
New York.
Oh,
Is
my
there-
It's funny. My brother lives in PA, Gloversville, Gilbertsville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
On Sunday, and we just have just a few gigs through the rest of the year. At this
Yeah.
point.
But you gotta right at the website is probably a good place to keep
Yep.
up with that.
Yep,
JanetBatch.com.
we'll also be at Grist Iron on the 22nd, which is
Oh, yeah.
a big brewery.
Ooh,
that's a good spot.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
where's that at?
It's
Grist Iron.
Lexington.
Yeah,
Burdett.
Seneca.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Seneca Lake.
It's on a lake.
Yeah, on the east side. Yeah.
Probably about an hour or so from here, maybe.
Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about an hour and a half.
Get around that lake, yeah.
Definitely worth to see you guys. So.
Yeah.
And some good stuff up there at Grist
Yeah.
Iron. So
Yeah.
definitely, guys, go
That's
check that
cool.
out. Without
Yeah.
a doubt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're grateful to hear a couple of songs off the new album. You know, before you guys drop it. You know, we feel privileged.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
Uh,
then everything will sound different on the album because Sid plays electric, and obviously the bass
Oh.
and drummer.
That'd be
and
cool to
some
hear.
guest appearances.
You want to talk the recording studio you guys got that all done at? You said it was in Trumansburg, right?
Yep, it's called Sunwood Recording.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys. You
Yeah,
know?
totally.
For sure.
Yeah.
Chris
Great
Blas.
studio.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome. Well, we got probably down to the last tune here. We got about 5 minutes left. So you have like a closing tune in mind?
Pick it.
All right, we're gonna do one called Sarah Ann.
Okay. Sarah Ann.
Yeah. Well, I used to think about you when I was younger. Late at night, when I was driving home alone, I'd see your name on my shoulder. Not a single day older, but I was lost, I was tired, I was stoned. And your name don't come up in much conversations anymore. But you've been on my mind more often than not. Wonder if anybody's trying to get out in the trees to find you. You're something the universe forgot
Beautiful stuff.
Thanks.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
indeed,
Thank
man.
you so much, both of you, for being with us.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
of course. Janet Batch and Sid Green. And check out janetbatch.com to stay up on everything, including upcoming shows, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Facebook and CNYmusicnow.com. Obviously, we'll tag it all up there too.
Sure.
So, otherwise, guys, thanks for joining us on a Sunday night.
Thanks for having me.
You
Great
know,
set, great
Charles,
set,
always good to
man.
see you again,
Yeah,
my
good
friend.
To see you as well. Good to
see you next
up and
week.
Moving around, you know. All that
That's
good
right.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm walking. Now I just got to keep my head screwed on tight.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
We all need to do
That's
that.
right.
you know.
Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
You know, like Sarah Ann. You know, keep it together like she seems to.
Have a good night, everybody.